So the first step in making the Parmigiana is to prepare the aubergine, the eggplant. Just take off the top and cut it into about 1/2 centimetre slices. And then get some kitchen paper and pat the slices dry. There's quite a lot of liquid comes out of them, even with I'm not squeezing them, I'm just patting them dry. So the next thing is lay out the sliced aubergine, eggplant, melanzane, whatever you want to call it. Sprinkle with a little bit of salt. The salt will draw out even more moisture. Right, so the next thing is just to leave it for about 3/4 of an hour for the moisture to draw out. Right, so while the aubergine's being prepared, it's time to make the sauce. So I've just heated up some olive oil in the pan, and I'll tip in about a medium-sized onion to gently saute. Right, so into that I'm just throwing a couple of crushed cloves of garlic, and now I'm adding about 400 millilitres, a bit more, of passata, or you put tomato puree, chopped tomatoes, whatever you want. We're making a basic tomato sauce, garlic, onions and tomatoes, and to that I'm adding about a teaspoonful of ground black pepper, and now I'm covering it over and leaving it to simmer for about half an hour. So now we're ready to cook the aubergine, eggplant. So about 1/2 inch of oil in a pan. So we want to fry the eggplant, the aubergine, for about, I don't know, 7 minutes until it turns brown. Right, so they're done. So I'll take them out and put in the next batch. So in between frying aubergine slices, I'm just cubing some mozzarella, and then I'll grate some Parmigiano Reggiano. Because they're all needed for layering up this recipe. So I've got everything ready to start making up the dish. I've got tomato sauce, ground Parmigiano Reggiano, chopped mozzarella and the fried aubergine. I'm actually going to be making up 2 smaller Parmigianas because I want to take one when I visit my daughters tomorrow. So layer of tomato sauce on the bottom, layer up the eggplant, another layer of sauce, a sprinkling of mozzarella, sprinkling of parmesan, and another layer of eggplant. And then again. Tomato sauce, mozzarella, parmesan, tomato sauce, mozzarella, and I think this will be the top layer, so I'll give it a very generous crust. The parmesan, and that's ready for the oven. Right, so I'll just make the second one and bang them both in the oven at about 200 degrees C. So the Parmigiani is out the oven, and I've put a few basil leaves on the top and sprinkled the parmesan that were left across the top. One's for me, one's for my daughter when I visit tomorrow, and I think I'm going to enjoy my supper. So let's have a dig in. Superb. Oh, that's wonderful. Really is. The cheese, the tomato sauce, melanzane, the aubergine, eggplant, whatever you want to call it. Wonderful.